What's dripping, guys? I'm Drip Thulu, and we live in a society where the only comedy that won't get you destroyed on Twitter by all the hot MILFs in your area are fart jokes. Let's be honest, you can't say anything without being cancelled and accused of 15 different career-ending slurs, and if you make jokes that won't get you damned to hell by the postmenopausal Neanderthals on Twitter, well, then they're usually just not funny. To put it simply, everyone is just way too fucking sensitive, and they get offended by every little thing. Most people probably understand exactly what I'm saying, but for those that don't, let me give you a little comparison of stuff that happened, like, only a few years ago. About a decade ago, there was this magical place where people said all sorts of fucked up shit. And you know what people that were insulted would do? They would retaliate with even more verbal diarrhea that would make today's Zoomers go onto suicide watch. And you know what that place was called? A Call of Duty Xbox lobby. If you were born before the year of 2003 and played Xbox COD, your vocabulary would go down to about 7 words in one phrase. That being noob, quickscope, fuck, shit, an R word that ends in tard, the N word with a hard R, and an F word that ends in got. Well, technically it's pronounced git, and then last but not least, 1v1 me on dust, you fucking pussy. When these young troglodytes said these words over mic, no one got offended. People just thought that these little kids were awake way past their bedtime and that they were really fucking annoying. It was a simple time when 8-year-olds on Xbox had fucked every mom this side of the Mississippi, and then edgy teens would call the kids squeakers every time they opened their mouths. Now in 2021, if you call the wrong person stupid, they'll have to go to therapy for manic depression, and then they'll post on Twitter about how they've been brutally bullied and that no one seems to care about them or how they feel, and then before you know it, they think Amy Schumer's funny. Just a quick side note, who the fuck finds Amy Schumer funny? I've had inaccurate pisses with more comedic talent than her. Anyway, back to Snowflake Meltdown Crybabies. On Twitter not too long ago, someone had actually tweeted at Crayola and said, "Could you please remove the label negro from your black crayon? No disrespect to anyone's language, but this has been highly offensive to me as a child, and 30 plus odd years later, I'm able to let you and anyone that may see this know it's about that time." To which Crayola then responds, "Thanks for sharing your concerns. The word negro appears with the words black and noir because it is the literal Spanish translation of the word black, just as noir is the word for black in French." This person was unironically offended by a fucking color. If we're being consistent here, they probably feel offended by the words noir, black, kuro, and just whatever else translates to black in English. And I get it, they're referring to it as a slur, but that's not what they're trying to fucking do. Crayola is literally just naming the color black in different languages. It would be a completely different story if they had a color called redneck, and then on the side you would see other words like sister fucker, talcum powder, trailer trash, and grand wizard. I mean, at that point, well, then I think Crayola would, they'd be kind of fucked at that point. But how much of a fucking dummy do you have to be to not only 1, think of it as a slur, 2, be offended, and then 3, get such horrendous hemorrhoids that you tweet at Crayola? They're like Karens who hit a parked car and then call the police for the damages caused to their own car. And then they're surprised when the officers roll up, look at them with both eyes, take a sip of their coffee, and then call them a dumbass. See, you may think that this is over, but this is not the end. You thought that was the final boss? Well, you were wrong, bitch, because here comes the secret boss leaving his cum dungeon to whoop your ass. Why not use the word oscuro for the Spanish term meaning dark in English? Sounds way more nicer than negro. Join the hashtag BLM movement, ? I'm sorry not to be that person, but I just need to say this. Why can't people just have decent grammar? It's just way nicer, not way more nicer. Fucking idiot. Now going back to the tweet, for those that don't understand like the problem with this, with using this word specifically, let me quickly peg you to the bed so we can have some sexy pillow talk. Oscuro is an adjective. It's a description word that directly translates to dark. To my knowledge in Spanish, this word would be used like morado oscuro, which means dark purple. You get it? It fucking means dark. When has dark ever been a color? So yeah, this person is a dumbass. They get the certified Drip Thulu stamp of dumbassery. Here's the thing. If you were to always look at the world through dim lenses, everything will always look darker and bleaker. By the same token, if you always look for ways to be offended, you will always be offended. Overthinking every little thing and trying to find something offensive in daily life, it's just not healthy and it's just stupid. Taking every small joke like a fat horse cock up your ass is just not a good way to go about life. You'll always be unhappy. I'm not saying it's okay to spout racial slurs and to be an asshole, but what I am saying is that not everything is meant to offend people. Most of the time, jokes are just that, jokes. They're meant to make people laugh, not cause World War 69. So yeah, stop being so fucking sensitive. Please. Anyone that agrees or disagrees, if you think I'm the second coming of Socrates or someone who's huffing way too much Elmer's glue, please let me know in the comments, as I am a small, practically non-existent channel, so I will read all the comments. If anyone has any burning topics they want me to rant about, feel free to also leave it in the comments section. And I know that people always say to like and subscribe, to the point that it just no longer holds any meaning, but definitely do like and subscribe because it does help me out a lot if you do. It's been fun. See you all later. Have a decent day. Ja.